morning, shibashi time. Ready for your festive session and Monday motivation. Hope everyone's well. I'm going to try today with a bit of carol music for a change, so I don't know how we'll get on with that. We might end up going a bit too fast. Morning, Jane. Hi, nice to see you. Yeah, countdown to Christmas now, folks. So, well, if you probably staying put. Most people are. I know we're having a very quiet affair this year. Yeah, let's have a look. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. Right, yes, Christmas. If you're not ready now, you're not going to be. I've put a link on the shibashi page. There's a learning centre that's got some fab activities for doing on Christmas Day via Zoom, and you can dip in and out of it. So if anyone is home alone or a bit bored or just needs to get away from the other half, they can pick something on the Zoom and log into it. It looks quite good fun, so I put that up. You can share around. It's quite an interactive thing, so should be nice if anyone's feeling a bit lonely. Hi, Jane. Not out walking today. Yeah, my jumper, Christmas jumper's on. Got a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of bling. I'm digging out the sequins this week, regardless of where I'm going and what the weather's doing. So it freaks Mavis out a bit when the sun hits sequins. Hi, Janet. So today we are going to have a little bit more fun than usual. I hope it's always fun, but we're going to go a little bit more dafty today for our Christmas session. We'll do a warm up as we usually do, and then a shibashi set. I'm going to try with Christmas carols. The music I generally use, I just find works really, really well. You can, if you want to get, I've said before, if you want to pick something up, just put in Tai Chi music into Amazon or Google, and you can pick up a disc for a couple of quid, ever so cheap. So if you find that's good, but you can practice to anything. You can practice to no music. You can practice with whatever you like. I found it difficult to find anything that's really good for me. But as long as you can just use the music to focus on, it's fine. So we're going to try a few carols. Some of them are a bit fast, but we'll try and have to fight against it to slow us down, but try and be a bit festive today. I have also got my chicken leg socks on, so you'll see those in a minute when I stand up. And then we're going to finish with the Fragrant Qigong, which I haven't done with anyone since the summer. And there's two ways of doing it, so depending on how energetic you're feeling, I'll show you quickly the speed when we start that for doing it as a real sort of arm workout, but then I'll settle down and do it at a slower speed as a sort of more of a meditation. There's some daft moves and some daft names. Hopefully it'll bring a smile to your faces. Yeah, so are we half past yet? I think we've gone half past. Hi, Claire. We'll just give it a minute or two just to see who else joins us while I finish my coffee. Look, Tubbs is just out of sight here. No, just as you might put in appearance. She's not very happy with the weather. Mr. B&Q's just delivered just before I started my paint for the kitchen, so that's what I'll be doing over Christmas. Up a ladder. I had a lovely massage yesterday at Elements Boutique Spa. They're based down at Middlezoy, which for anyone who's not that local, it's sort of almost halfway between Bridgewater and Taunton. As you head into Taunton, it's sort of half an hour this side. They do fabulous treatments. It's a little boutique spa. I think the maximum they have in there is 6 people at any one time. So if you need a bit of R&R, highly recommend them. They're open, I think, through to Christmas Eve. But it was so nice to have a massage. So, because we're not spending money on going out, I don't feel bad about spending money on things like that instead. And it's nicer to support the local family businesses rather than the big chains. So Elements Boutique Spa, give a shout out to them. Right, we're going to have a warm up. So you'll get to see the full outfit. I have my Lucky Cat bottoms on. So these are Lucy Lockets again. I'll have a close up on my bum. You can see the Lucky Cat. We need all the luck we can at the moment. I'm not sure what's going to happen next year. I'm going to try and get back into the hall as soon as possible. But I've got a feeling we're going to be locked down for New Year and at least into January. So we'll see what happens then. Chicken leg socks. They always come out at Christmas. Fantastic. Right, we'll start with our warm up. So feet facing forwards, about hip bone distance apart. And then we're just going to start by moving the head from right to left. So join in with as much or as little as you fancy today. If you're happier just sat watching me, that's fine. If you're already on the Baileys, I'm not judging you. Drop the chin down. Gonna circle forward, stretching at the back of the neck, moving the head from one side to the other. And then bringing the head back to center. Just going to move the eyes to look up, down, right and left. Up, down, right and left. Up, down, right and left. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and let them drop. Bring them up again. Let them drop. And one more. Bringing them up. Let them drop. Now we're going to roll the shoulders. So roll the shoulders up and forwards and then down the back. Bringing them forwards up to the ears and down the back. Do one more. Now we're going to roll them the other way. So you're going to come up the back, down the front. Up the back and down the front. Try and get a bit more movement there. Then one shoulder coming up, let it go, and the other, let it go. You've been crouched over writing out the last minute Christmas cards, probably been hunching those shoulders up a bit. I'm going to take the arm, circle the whole arm forward and around. Big a circle as you can comfortably manage, and then we'll take it back. So going back for 3. Whole arm circling around. Then changing sides, forwards and around for 3. And going back. And hands are coming to the front of the shoulders. Just in here, and we're going to circle the elbow round, circling forward for 3. So you're trying to draw a circle with that elbow, and then back for 3. Changing sides, circling forwards and around. And then circling it back. So apologies if your connection means that you get a bit of a jumpy me. Perhaps when you play it back later it'll play better for you. Drop the hands to the side. We're going to stretch up through the sides. So pushing down to the earth and reaching up to the sky. Back a little bit so you can see me. Stretching long through both sides of the body and holding it for a couple of breaths in and out. Changing sides. So reach up to the sky, push down to the ground, straighten the arms if you can, turn the head to the side, looking up towards that top hand. One more to each side, reaching up and pushing down, lengthening through both sides. And the other side, reach up and push down. Stretching across the chest, bow and arrow, so you all know this one, pointing out one arm, looking down that arm, pulling back across the chest. Holding that stretch for a breath or two. And changing sides. So remember, with this warm-up, you don't have to do this before you start your practice at home. Do whatever you need to do for your body. It just gives you a selection of stretches, moving down through the body. Drop the hands. We're going to swing the arms around the torso. Swinging the arms, patting the shoulders. Nice brisk swing. Then arms to the front. Come back a bit closer now. Soft elbows, soft wrists, circle those hands in. So moving at the wrist. And then circle them back the other way. Take the right hand, turn it palm up, and we're just going to gently pull back on the fingers, so stretching out through the inside of that wrist. And changing sides, so palm up and a gentle pull back on the fingers. Heels of the hands into the lower back for the kidney wiping, pushing down and out. I'll turn around, pushing down and out. Trying to move quite fast. Warming up the lower back, getting some blood into the whole lower back area to warm it up before we start moving too much. Then drop the hands. I'm going to start to circle the waist, so taking the waist round one way, keeping the head fairly still in space, so it's moving from the ankles and that waist back the other way. So it's the hula hoop. And then coming down to the knees, we're going to give those knees a really good rub. So looking towards the floor if you don't need to look at me. Take the stress out of the back of the neck. Rubbing the sides all around that kneecap. As firm as you can manage. Then if your knees are okay, we'll circle both knees inwards. These are going to look really good with these socks on. And then circle them out. Starting to work those ankles. Fingers to knees, are going to look up to the right, through the centre to the left. Centre to the right, and to the left. One more. Straightening up. Right, now we're down to the feet and the ankles. So we're going to take the right foot very slightly forwards and just lift and lower from the toes back towards the heel to get a gentle calf stretch. Then turning the whole leg, and so the knee, you can see my knees moving as well, out to the side, lift and lower the toes. Stepping back, same with the other foot, so slightly forwards, about half a foot forwards, lift and lower from those toes. Turning the foot and the leg to the side, lift and lower again. Stepping back, now we've done a little stretch of the calves, we're just going to do 10 up onto our toes, lifting the heels, coming back down. So that's 1, coming up and down. Heel raises, just to get those calf muscles working. Up and down onto the toes. Try not to roll onto the outside or inside of the feet, so you're trying to keep the weight across the whole of the ball joints of the toes. Going up and coming down. I'm not sure how many that is. We'll do a couple more to get nearer 10. And settling back down. Okay, we're going to lift the right heel up, keeping the toes on the floor so your weight shifted into the standing leg. Circle that ankle round one way. And then circle it back the other way. Drop the heel, changing feet, circling the ankle one way. And back the other way. Dropping the heel, we're going to try heel tap into the front. So you're going to bring one leg up. The heels come into the opposite hand. So we're going from one side to the other. Bringing the heel up, tapping the hand. Heel tap to the front. And then heel tap into the back. Bringing that heel up behind you, just towards the fingers of the opposite hand. Then facing forwards, we'll march through the feet to finish. So we're going to march toe, toe, heel, heel, out, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in. Warm up, done. Well done everyone who joined in with that. Hello Paul. What do you think of me socks, mister? They're lovely, aren't they? Right, grab my water. So if you're not already on the snowball or the Baileys, make sure you've got the water with you. And we are going to head into the shibashi set. So feet facing forwards, hip bone distance apart. Just make sure I'm positioned so you can see what everything's doing. Okay, take a moment now to relax into Uji. So you're thinking through the body, making sure the feet are relaxed. You've got equal weight through both feet. Knees are slightly softened, pelvis very slightly tilting back. Nice and long through the front of the body. So imagine you've got a little thread pulling you from the centre of the chest, and you lift up here. Little thread pulling you through the crown of the head. We're trying to create a neutral spine for the back. Make sure the buttocks aren't switched on, they're nice and relaxed and wobbly. Shoulders are relaxed and down, arms are relaxed. Got quite an open arm position, so very slight bend at the elbow, soft and relaxed wrists. I'm just going to pull my sleeves up a tiny bit. I don't know if they're going to stay there, just so you can, no, they're not going to stay there. So you can see what my arms are doing. Relaxing the jaw. Taking some long, deep breaths in and out. If you can, you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. If you need to, breathe out through the mouth. And as you breathe in, make sure you're letting everything relax. The tummy's expanding. And then breathing out, we're starting from the pelvic floor muscles through the stomach muscles, squeezing all the air out from the bottom till it reaches the rib cage that drops down. So breathing in, letting everything go, and breathing out, squeezing that air out from the stomach upwards. Step out to commence, stepping out to at least shoulder width apart, feet facing forwards. And we start in a slightly lower down position. So we breathe in, straightening up through the legs, bringing the hands up. Breathing out. And in. Now Remember, if you need to go a little bit faster to match your breathing, then do so. Breathing in as the hands come up and out as they lower down. Broadening one's chest, so taking a breath in as you come up, arms out to the sides. Breathing out as you bring it back down. Breathing in. And out. Remember, keep those knees back behind the toes. And 70% effort. Hands are nice and relaxed. You're not throwing the arms back too far. They're still in your peripheral vision as they're extended out. One more, breathing in and out. Dancing with rainbows, coming up, going to the side, breathing in and out. Take a breath in and out. Eyes are following that active hand, heads turning from one side to the other. Making that gorgeous rainbow shape above the head. And come into the centre of a circle in arms. Going to lower down on the out breath. Crossing at the wrists, bringing the arms up on the in breath. Breathing out. And in. And out. As big or small a circle as you need. Keeping those hands soft and relaxed. Breathing in and out. Hands to waist, palm up, straighten up through the legs. Twist waist, swinging arm, taking a breath in and out. Gosh, it's got a bit strident now, the music. Breathing in and out. So big reach forwards as you breathe in, then breathing out. Now Dudley Dave has just turned up to get his eggs, so he's obviously not doing the class, is he? One more to each side, breathing in and out. Breath in as you turn, breathing out. Rowing a boat, hands coming to the side, straightening up on that in breath, hands coming up, then lowering down on the out breath. So it's all about the shoulders here. We're taking a breath in, coming up, breathing out as we lower back down. So Backs of the hands face behind you as you bring the hands up. And then palms face towards the floor on that out breath, lowering down. Breathing in. And out. So your feet have not moved since we started the set. They're going to move now. Holding a ball. Same foot, same hand, whichever way you're going. Bring the heel up, reaching across the body on the in-breath. And then lowering down, back through centre on the out-breath. Changing sides, breathing in. Both heels up if you can manage it. Breathing out. And in. And out. Eyes following that moving hand as it comes across the front of the body, then picking up the palm of the next arm. Breathing out. One more to each side. Slow and controlled, especially as you drop those heels down. Breathing in and out. Heels stay flat now, both hands carrying the moon. Breathing in and out. In and out. Glancing back under that top armpit as you turn to the side. Top arm's coming out at a right angle. Bottom hand facing the armpit. Take an in-breath as you're in the centre, straightening up through the legs, and carry on the movement as you turn to the side, twist waist, push palm. Breathing in to pull the hand back. Breathing out. And in. Remember, you're not fully extending that arm, so you're still keeping a soft elbow. And the hands relaxed as the heel of the hand pushes away. Okay, take your hand out. Now we're going to go into playing with clouds. So you're going to turn the palm to face you, taking a breath in, moving both arms around the body, changing arms to breathe out, coming back. Breathing in. And out. So remembering, you can put the top arm lower if you need to get that forearm nice and straight. Making sure you've not stuck your thumbs up in the air and keeping them relaxed. Eyes are focusing on the palm of your top hand. Top elbows leading the way. If you get confused, just remember that. Top elbow is the direction you're going. Do one more breath, breathing in and out. Then we're going to the side, scooping the C. You drop the arms down, Take your legs slightly forward and turn it out. We're scooping forwards as we lift the back heel up. Bringing the arms up as you lower the heel, raise those front toes. So breathing in and out. Now remember, you can go as low forward as you want to, and you can come back into a bit of extension as you come back. But keep the movement wherever you're comfortable. Rocking through those feet. Breathing in and out. Changing sides. Taking the arms down, stepping the foot back, turning the other leg, and away you go. Heel up, toes up. Breathing in and out. Double check as you take that out breath and lift the toes. You're not locking out the knee on that leg. Still keeping it soft here. Breathing in and out. Playing with weight, so we'll stay this side. Pushing the heels of the hands away. Breathing in as you pull the hands back. Breathing out. And in. Concentrate on keeping the speed nice and slow. Going to change sides this time. So as you breathe in, foot comes back, other foot steps out and turns. Breathing out and in. So if you do need to speed up, remember you can do the 3 side moves just to one side of the body as you practice the shibashi set. And then the next time you do this, you just got to remember to do the 3 to the other side. But for class, we'll always do them to both sides. Okay, pushing away, stay on this side, palms face you, spreading wings. Breathing in as the arms come back. Breathing out as they come forwards. Again, check those thumbs. We're looking for slow and controlled movement. Trying to keep your balance as you shift the centre of gravity constantly with the movements of the upper body. Coming to centre with the arms wide, stepping back and changing sides. Breathing out and in. Thumbs relaxed, hands relaxed. Really working that back leg as you bring the arms back and out. And then coming back to centre, elbows coming into the sides, palms facing up, made into two fists. Check the feet facing forwards, it's punching. So as you breathe out, you're going to punch away. Breathe in to pull the arm back. Breathing out, turning the hand to face away from you. Remember again, we're not going to fully extended arm, keeping that elbow nice and soft. Breathing out and in, out and in. Dropping the hands, flying like a wild goose, little fingers to the front side thighs, breathing in up onto the toes and out as you lower back down. So take a breath in and out. Straightening up through the legs on that in breath. Slight lower back down, sink in the knees. Oh, my balance doesn't feel very good this morning. Breathing in and out. Do one more. Then both hands, drop those heels, circling like a spinning wheel. So remember, in breath and out breath. Keeping the head still if you're doing this version of the movement. But if you're going all the way down, breathing out. Just keeping those hands facing each other. And out. Swing at the bottom, change direction. Breathing in. And out. In. And out. Last one. In. And arms coming down. Just going to hit my switch. Alright, it's bouncing a ball, so feet facing forwards. You're going to shift the weight into the standing leg as you bring up one knee if you can, and the opposite hand. Breathing in. And out. So let that foot dangle. If you need to, just keep it as a heel lift. But if you've got the balance, I don't know if I have today, you're bringing the knee up and you're doing a lift and lower on that standing leg. Breathing out. And in. And out. In. Out. Last two. In. And out. Heels down flat. Press palms. Breathing in. Hands coming up. Turning the hands to breathe out. Lowering it back down. Breathing in. Straightening up through the legs. Breathing out. Lowering down. And in. And out. calming everything back down. Last one, breathing in and out. We're going to bring the legs back in, hands coming up, soft prayer position, down the centre line of the body, so we get nice and straight and balanced. Left hand and right hand, lower tummy, and close your eyes for some long deep breaths in and out. Feel the tummy expand as you breathe in beneath those hands. And then squeezing the air out on that out breath. Checking through the body again as you breathe in and out. Make sure you're not hunching the shoulders, not gripping at the buttocks, knees are soft and relaxed. Equal weight through both feet. Hands are relaxed, thumbs are relaxed, resting on your tummy. Jaws nice and relaxed. And that golden thread is pulling you nice and tall. Breathing in and out. Okay, thank you everyone. We are now going to move on to the Fragrant Qigong. So quickly, as a reminder for those who've done it before, you can do this standing as an arm exercise or seated as an arm exercise. You can do it at quite a high speed. I'm going to be doing probably 12 slightly slower movements. So if you want to go for the fast speed, speed it up, that's fine. So if I start with collecting chi, which is the first move we do, I'm going to be demoing it at this speed. Okay, so it's like you're clapping your hands, but they're not quite meeting, elbows are staying in at the side. Now, if we're going at this speed, you want to do it as an arm exercise, then you need to be going like this. So you're doing 3 or 4 for every one I'm doing. So it should mean with my 12, you're going to do about 36 of them in the time, and then move on to the next one. So for everything we do, I'll be demoing it at the slower speed, but if you want to really work those arms, then do it at the faster speed. Hope that makes sense. It's very difficult without being able to see people, so grab a drink. I'm going seated, so if you want to grab a seat. I am also going to have a look. Oh, hi Sue and Susan. I've seen some more people had appeared, but I wasn't entirely sure who from back there. Okay, when you're seated, slightly forward in the chair, so you're not leaning on the back of the chair. Make sure you've got a chair with no sides on it, so you've got room to move these arms about. Fragrant Qigong, it's called fragrant because if you get really into it, practice this a lot, then some people can smell flowers and nice floral scents. You may not, but that's where the fragrant bit comes from. Okay, I just think it's a really fun thing to do. It's good for a giggle. It's better when you can see everybody else doing it because you realise how daft you all look. But so towards the front of your chair, if you can, try and get that pelvis in a neutral position so it's tipping slightly forwards. If you want to, grab hold of your bottom and spread it out a bit on the chair. Make sure the feet are flat to the floor so you've got a nice right angle in the leg. And you're going to just start with resting your hands on the thighs here. So we're going to be doing this as a nice slow routine, but if you're speeding it up, good luck to you. If you want to check the speeded up, there is a summer video that you can see me doing the speeded up version. Now you will notice me glancing to the side because I don't always remember the right order for all of these. Because I don't do it very often. So slow in the breathing. And we're going to bring the hands up, keeping those elbows into the side, palms facing each other, and we're moving the hands out and in. So this is collecting chi. So remember, it's like a slow hand clap. Your hands aren't meeting each other. So we're just slow in the breathing, thinking about the movement. Then we're going to bring both hands together. This golden dragon wags his tail. So keeping the elbows still fairly close to the sides, with palms pressed together. We're just moving our hands. Almost a bit of a figure of 8 movement. And picture that golden dragon, that Chinese dragon, wagging his tail. This is a great set to do with children or really people with quite bad dementia at the other end of the scale, because it's fun and they like the words, and it's a really good entertainment piece for them. Okay, keeping those hands together, we've got Jade Phoenix nods his head. Bringing the hands up and down. So not too fast, not too slow. We've just got our Jade Phoenix nodding away. Then we're moving to Chinese character 8. So hands are going flat out to the side and then up to the middle. Out to the sides, up in the middle. So palms face the ground, then face each other. Chinese character 8. My favourite hymn in the bleak midwinter. Okay, from Chinese character 8, palms stay flat, elbows still in at the side. We're playing a stringed instrument. Palms face down, and hands just move out and in. Anyone doing this fast time? I'm expecting this. Okay, now we're going to turn the hands palm up, and it's the same movement, but this is now separate the begging bowl from the wooden fish. So you've got a begging bowl in one hand, your wooden fish in the other hand. Now we're going to take both hands to face each other, but again they're not going to meet, so they're going to be about this distance apart, and we're going to move from one side to the other. And this is lotus blowing in the wind. So you can imagine a beautiful lotus flower. It's just swaying in the wind. keep our hands in this position, circling around the universe. So both hands coming up and around and back down. So you've got a small little gap between them. Come up and around, moving them around the universe. And then, like everything, we're going to circle them back the other way. So you should be able to see how these moves connect into the shibashi set. Some of them you think, oh, that's a smaller version. Circling around the universe. Now we're going to move to rowing a boat. Now rowing a boat this time, we're bringing fists closed into the sides. As we come forward, you splay your fingers. So we're going forwards. So this is more your rowing as you traditionally think of it. You're grabbing the oar, pulling it back, letting it go, grabbing it, pulling it back. And we've got turning the Dharma wheel. So we're going to take both hands. And they're going to be palm facing down, one above each other. And then you're going to circle them around. Now I'm circling forwards at the moment. If you're going fast, you want to be doing it at this speed. So you get quite a breeze up, but we'll keep it slow for Christmas, and then take them back the other way. So you can see it's just the forearms moving, shoulders are relaxing down, hands circling round each other. And we've got Bodhidharma sails the boat. So we're now going to take our bottom hand and turn it palm to face the top hand, and we're rocking from side to side, one hand above each other. I didn't say at the start, we've got 16 of these altogether. So Bodhidharma sails the boat, and then bring the hands so they're facing each other, resting on the thigh. Bring mountain peak to your ears. Bring it to your ears. Now if you're doing this fast speed, do go a bit careful you don't clonk yourself in the face or poke your eyes out, especially on the next move. Now we're keeping the same movement, but we're going to make this shape with our hands. So we're coming up and to the eyes, and this is golden light shines in your eyes. Our next move is crossing hands, and you'll recognise this from the shibashi set. So we're going to start off with our hands on our lap, going to cross them in front of us, bring them out in a small circle, palms back down. So it's crossing hands. anyone who has been doing this at full speed, your arms will be really aching by now. So you get a little breather with the next move. And we're going to bring our hands into prayer position in front of us. Just close the eyes and take some long, deep breaths in and out. As you do this, think about what's happening with the stomach and the muscles down there. So your in-breath, your stomach should be expanding. You're making room for all that air to fill the body, let the lungs expand. And as you breathe out, squeeze in from the pelvic floor, up through the stomach muscles, till finally you've emptied the lungs and the rib cage drops. Let it all go on that in-breath. And then we're going to finish with Qigong Conclusion, and it's like our press palms, so we're going to bring the palms up, turn the hands and push them down, collecting all that lovely energy up and then pushing it down into our centre, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Just like we do the press palms at the end of our shibashi set, we're doing a mini version here to finish the Fragrant Qigong. And lowering the hands. Take a breath in. Thank you very, very much. That worked quite well with the carols. It was a good mix of mixing east and west, I think. So giving the hands a good rub together. Stand up for this if you feel it's more beneficial. Got all that lovely chi energy. I don't know if anyone's smelling flowers or not. I'm going to rub the face. So big rub of the face. So you've got all that energy we've been moving and using. This is the bit that keeps you young and beautiful. Round the back of the neck, behind the ears, into the scalp. A good rub of the scalp. And then take a tap down, good firm tap down the outside of both arms. And then you come up the inside. Turning the hand. Tap up the inside, down the outside of the legs, all the way down to the ankles if you can get there, and then up the insides. And then we're going to wipe outside arms, wipe it away. Inside arms, wipe it away. Then wiping down the legs. These 3 or 4, and then down the insides. And that's it, we're all done. So I would like to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas, whatever you're doing. Remember, I've posted that link up for some super Zoom stuff that's happening Christmas Day for anyone who's really lonely and on their own. If you can get them on Zoom, then it should keep them amused for at least part of the day. Yeah, have a great time. Crack onto the Baileys, I recommend the little one. It's about quarter of the price and not quite so sweet. Get on the snowball. I think I'm going to be making Guinness punch actually, because I've seen a recipe online, so that's oodles of calories, but we're not going to worry about that for the Christmas holidays. And yeah, have a good time everyone. As always, if you need me, I'm online, give me a shout. We'll see what we can do to make things better for you. Have a lovely time. Yeah, Christmas. It doesn't seem, it's a really odd one this year. I have to say, it's a very strange Christmas for a lot of people. But think about what's important to you. There's plenty going on, plenty out there, even if you've got to be at home to access it. Think about the lucky cats, East meets West. Celebrate in whichever way you want to, whatever makes you happy. I don't think there's going to be much great Christmas telly, I've got to be honest. But catch up on things, read a good book, and I will see you all again on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, the Monday. I suppose they probably call it Christmas Monday or something like that. I will do a class. We'll see what everyone's been up to, hopefully. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you all next week. Probably a little bit stuffed. Okay, bye for now, and love from me and Andy and the chickens and the cats, who are not putting in any appearance at all now, are they? I think Tubbs is up there on the back. See you soon. Bye.